Hello, and welcome back to StreetView carspotting, where today I have a shorter, less scuffed intro, and we are in Puerto Rico, where I am a little worried, because unlike last time in Belgrade, this StreetView footage is really recent. Like, clearly the Google car has just been around San Juan a few months ago. What's a Volvo doing here? It's an XC, is that an XC90, XC60? It's, yeah. There's an interesting thing around here that's not an XC90, although I love a white XC90. That's a really nice looking car. Again, you just have this row of, there's like an old Corolla there, that's really cool, but just a row of drab SUVs. What's that big box thing? It's a Ford. It's like a Ford, no, it's a Hyundai Santa Fe. I never like a box now. Oh god, that really is a box. Oh my lord. But yeah, this Street View footage is very recent, so I'm worried that the cars are not going to be as interesting. We're also, right now, in like a nice part of San Juan, near the waterfront, near the hotels and stuff. But the thing I want to draw your attention to was over here. It's this Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider. I love these, like, those are nice wheels on it. It's a really nice looking car. There's also, just down here, there's a first-gen RAV4 5-door. These are cool. I think first-gen RAV4, one of the few socially accepted. Look at this thing, this little Jeep. These are actually kind of funky. I like these things. I have a soft spot for this design. I think it's actually really clean, especially with in the red with the black wheels. That's a nice looking car. What do we got further on? We need to find the goat on. Is that a new? It's a new one of the Acura things. That's like it's not an Accord in. It's also inside the Google car currently. We've missed it. Where is it? There's a Hyundai. There's a really new, like, Elantra or something. There's a very green Toyota truck over there. Why are we in Puerto Rico? We're in Puerto Rico because the largest proportion of my audience is in the United States. This bus is in the way. And because I think USDM cars can actually be pretty neat. There's definitely some unique stuff that's sold in the US that isn't sold anywhere else. Like this Jeep, that's a Chevy, not a GMC van. I guess they're the same thing, GM stuff, but that's a Chevy van. Also, the Google car in Puerto Rico, very big, annoyingly big Google car in Puerto Rico. We've got some more on-street parking here. Some more. What's that? It's that's a new Bronco. Cool. I like new Bronco. I'm a sucker for it. We've got another Hyundai. I like Hyundai. Hyundai's cooking. Hyundai's cooking as of late. That's the Nissan Saloon thing. Can't tell if that's a Sentra or an Altima or what have you. More on-street parking. What is that? A Fiat 500 thingy? Oh, it is a Fiat 500X. That is weird. As is a Lancer. Is that a electric Lancer? Huh. That is weird, and that is a Fiat 500X. That's not the kind of thing I would expect to see in I might expect that in like New York or something, but Puerto Rico, that is a unique one. Ooh, Challenger. Hi, Challenger. Is this like a powerful? It's been a bit split up by the camera, but that is. I can't read the badge on the back. That's a really nice Challenger though, like a white. This looks clean. What's at the petrol station? There's an Infinity Q30 or whatever those are. Those are weird. Those are rare. There's a Nissan Leaf at the EV charging spot in that petrol station. What is over here? Again, this looks beautiful. Very, very sunny. Very sunny. Sun's out. SUVs are out. People want to go outside. I mean, this is December, man. These were taken in December. You can't hate. Oh, it's a Dodge Avenger, I think. Those are grody. It's like mid-2000s. It's like they wanted to make it look like the Charger. It just looks naff. Ooh, FJ Cruiser. That's pretty cool. It's pretty groovy. Little car. I don't know what there's around here. What else have we got in the old Puerto Rico? Again, what is this thing? It's right next to the vehicle that haunts us from Belgrade, the green smart car. Again, I thought those were mid-2010s thing. Apparently, someone's still rocking a metallic green smart car in Puerto Rico at the end of 2024. Crazy. What else is here? This is like lots of on-street parking. PT Cruiser! At this point, we need like an overall. If this is going to be a series, we need like an overall PT Cruiser counter. They get everywhere. I mean, I guess in America it makes the most sense because like that was where Chrysler was. But like These things, apparently, seen them in Nigeria, seen them in Serbia, seen them in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Apparently, they are like an infestation. They are inescapable. What else do we got? What's that? What is that? It's a Ford, Toyota Echo. Oh man, it's not a beautiful car. The Echo sedan. Very, very, very questionable design choice being made. Ooh, a Scion. Oh, I love weird brands that don't exist anymore. It's rare. Scion's a rare one. It's an American weird brand that doesn't exist anymore, but it's actually Toyota's fault and not General Motors like it usually is. What else have we got here? Again, this was sort of the worry, was that it was just gonna be like boring SUVs. Oh, Ram Rebel. Or had he just put the Rebel stickers on there? I don't know. This guy is also driven into the back of this Ram Rebel. There's a Jeep. There's more trucks. We seem to be following this Honda. We've run out of on-street parking, which is not great. Where are we? This is Kia Carnival that's gotten messed up by the camera. There's some cars over here. Can we find some more parking? I don't know where to go to find parking. That's into like the hotels and stuff on the waterfront. Where are we looking? We go down here, see what there is over on this other side of the road. Velocity maximum 35. Let's just keep going a bit. There's not that many. I guess it's just like, I don't know. Okay, some on-street parking. Here we go. What have we got here? Is that an M4? Okay, there's a couple like sportsy things here. There's a Tesla. No, that is a Tesla. It's a Model 3. M4 though, that is in the grey. The guy has smartly parked his current gen BMW M4 forwards in. Is that a CSL? It's got, I never CSL. It's the right color. There's a Tesla. Cringe. Where are we? Macan. Okay, evidently there are some nicer cars, some more high-end vehicles in this part of town. What's over here? More parking. Ooh, I do like these Elantras. They are quite nice-looking cars. I like. Again, I'm a sucker for modern Hyundais. I think they're really nice. What else do we got? This is not a road for cars, or at least not a road where many cars have driven in this time. We're also like very much in like what I imagine. I know nothing about San Juan, Puerto Rico. Just based on like the map, the way the map is laid out. Ooh, 300C with the wide arches. What a vile vehicle. But I just assume based on the way the map is laid out, this is like the sort of, we're on the waterfront here, but this is sort of the more upmarket part. Ooh, on-street parking. This is the more upmarket part of San Juan, Puerto Rico. What's that? That is a Jetta, I believe they call them in the US. Oh, it's like a Polaris. It's like something you see in Warzone, man. That's crazy. It's parked on the street. You love to see it. You'll love to see it, honestly. What's that? Is there a thing there that was weird? No, it's a Nissan. That's, what are these? I still haven't identified what this thing is, and I've seen a couple of them. What are they? It's a Honda Element. I've heard that name, but I didn't know that was what they looked like. Again, weird stuff in the US. There's a giant cruise ship. That's not a car, but it is a vehicle. What side of the water are we on? I thought we were going like more towards the city, but no, we've just seen a giant cruise ship, which is categorically not a car, and therefore, oh, we found loads of cruise ships. My God, the Markella Discovery. Cruise ships always have dumb names. Which one has the dumbest name? I don't know. We've sort of run out of cruise ships. There was more over there. I can't be bothered to go back. We need to look at cars. Let's stop laughing at the dumb names of cruise ships. Okay, maybe this one we can see here. The MSC Seascape. How tall is that thing? Jesus! Oh my God. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. What's the front of that bus? Oh my God. I'm still just like kind of taken aback by the cruise ships. I forget how big they are. They're ridiculously big. This is an old Honda Acura, actually. Old Acura Legend, I guess it would be. Why are we like high up? Why is the Street View camera like really high up? That is weird. There's someone who's parked there. What's this? This is the Aqua Espresso and a subway. I assume it's like a ferry service. But there's also a subway in true American fashion. Are we on top of something? There was like a buggy that we were looking at. There's a Jeep Cherokee. Again, the Jeep. Oh, it's got one that's like, you see these where I live all the time, these like sunshades in the windscreen that keeps the inside of the car from getting too hot. You see those all the time. Ooh, E46. That's a nice one. And a Lexus IS. I like those. I like a Lexus IS. They're cool. What else are we got here? Looking around. There's some more SUVs over there. Or we could go... We go this way. What do we got? We got more Mitsubishi Lancers. This is not as like... Is that a... Are these food trucks all themed after the cars from Cars? That's great. What does this sell? Toys. Oh, it's like a Gordon Midas Toys on Wheels. That's great. That's incredible. There's also the Lightning McQueen. Now, what's in like? Okay, I've gone into like a plaza. I've gone away from the cars. I need to return to the cars. The food trucks. I guess a food truck is technically sort of a car, and they're very funny. BMW X4. There's a big car park there. You probably can't go into. I think we've reached the end of a road. Yeah, I don't know where I am. I've gotten lost, and I don't even know. I didn't know where we started. Okay, this is going somewhere. There's a giant car park that can we go into? No, we can't go into the car park. Of course not. They didn't StreetView car parks. I've gone. Where have I gone? What is this thing? I don't know. It looks like a very nice building. We do have some on-street parking, so hopefully we find some more cars. I think we're going. There's another one of those Jeeps. There's a Mercedes GLA. This video, like all of RT Games videos, is not sponsored by the Mercedes GLA. What a weird car. Okay, what do you got? More Jeeps. More Jeeps. Those are... What is... Oh my gosh, this is just... This road is a bit barren in terms of... Where have I gone? Am I in like a dead end? Have I gone to a dead end in Puerto Rico? Ford Explorer, Dodge Ram. I think I may have gone... this is the... Oh, we've gone to the Department of Homeland Security. We've gone to the Coast Guard offices, which means we have reached a dead end. How long have I been recording for? Oh, only 12 minutes. Let's... How do we end up here? We've gone somewhere very strange. There's like a bunch of roads. Let's... Where am I? I've gone all the way to the end of this island. Let's go back. Let's go into the city. That is an interesting color for a Mercedes ML. There's another Volvo over here. There's a USPS van. I love. There's the actually there's very similar to the one we saw out by the hotel. The Google car here is absolutely massive. Oh my gosh. There's a fuel tanker that we just passed through. Another. Those Jeeps. Those. What is going on with you? You look like you're having some problems. What's down here? More SUVs. Much more SUVs. That's an X5? Early X5. Oh my. Where have you gone? I feel like I keep going down dead ends. Here's a road. Here's a road. Saw some cars. God, the Google car. Massive. What have we got? Okay. Shoot. Where are we? There's nothing interesting. There's a Hyundai. The most I can say is like a Hyundai Tucson. This is hell. Oh my gosh. Where are... That's a modern Mercedes. One of the GL something or other's video. Still not sponsored by them. I'd love some money though, so if it could be, that would be fantastic. That is a knackered Lancer. There's a Mini. There's a Mini Cooper. Haven't seen one of those yet. There's like a Chevy... Whatever those are, like a Malibu or something. There is a Nissan Sentra with like plastic bumpers. That's great. Oh, you love to see that. You love to see cars like that. Yeah? Mini Countryman with a roof rack in like a private gated house in Puerto Rico. That is strange. That is strange. Ooh, Mark 3 Golf. Mark 4. Is that a Mark 3, Mark 4? I can never tell them apart. That one looks really clean. That one looks really nice. We have now reached the big road, which is maybe where we are going to run out. There's lots of cars over here. Oh, more parking. Because yeah, you can't really like follow because obviously the Street View car is also a car that's moving in traffic. If you see a car in traffic, ooh, a Scion TC. Oh, these are cool. They're silly and naff, but they're cool. Look at the black roof. Look at this. It's genuinely a really cool shape of car. There's like something under a car cover here that I can't tell what it is. It looks like maybe a Lotus or something. Either way, something that's quite nice. More FJ Cruiser. Well, what's that? That black thing, that is a Honda little Civic. I think we gotta go this way, because that way's the highway. There's a Ford van. We've got... Ooh, Fiat 500 with no wheel rims. What have we got? Again, this is just interesting, because it's like, it's not triggering... All these American cars just don't trigger the same nostalgia for me. Ooh, that is a nice looking IS. That's a really thing, like a Subaru XV or Crosstrek or whatever they're called. But yeah, so these American cars just don't kind of trigger. This may be a terrible video, because these American cars just don't trigger the same type of nostalgia in me that all the European stuff does, but it is interesting. What is that? GMC, man. I also look at American cars, and I think, were they designed by blind people sometimes? What is this? What is this Mini? Was this spec'd? The Countryman is already not a particularly beautiful car. Was this spec'd by a blind person? That is very questionable. That is, oh my gosh, what am I, that is deeply questionable. Is there anything around here that's better than, there's another 500X, there's a Ford thing. Is there anything around here that's better than that to end the video on? No, we're gonna stare at this guy, who I assume, I feel bad, no, we're gonna find something else, because I assume this guy owns this car, because he's got his hand on the door handle. And I don't want to shame this blurry man for having horrible taste. So please, Puerto Rico, ooh, it's a Macan Turbo. Please, Puerto Rico, show me, Lincolns. These look horrible. Anything in the car parks? Okay, anyway, there's a modern Audi. The Street View car is absolutely massive. More Minis, more Countrymen. Something slightly less tastelessly spec'd Countrymen. What are we chasing here? The Google car is like blocking out half the freaking street cars. Ooh, car park. So yeah, I think... Man, I feel bad. I feel bad about that guy in his Mini Cooper. He clearly loves it very much, but like... Come on, man. Come on. What's that? Is that like a little thingy? Okay, they clearly... Ooh, there's a Range Rover over here. That has like a blacked out Lexus, and a Vogue actually. Okay, we found the real interesting stuff. More Mitsubishi SUVs. Again, the problem is we never find anything like amazing. I felt bad. I was gonna end the video on the horrible Countryman, but once I saw that its owner was in the picture, I felt bad. So now we have to find something equally funny in this morass of white SUVs. We have to find something equally funny to cap off the video, or equally interesting. Which is, I'm now doing my American voice, which is bad of me, but I guess we are in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Anything? That's a Bentayga. Is it? No, it's a Jeep. It looks like a Bentayga, which reflects poorly on the Bentayga. Really, it does. Anything? I think we've reached the highway again. Are we back where we were? No, we've just gone like a loop around these kind of like in and out like residential streets. Anything funny? Puerto Rico, show me the funny. That's a nice color on that orange SUV. Puerto Rico refuses to show me the funny. San Juan refuses to show me the funny. Is there any? There's a fax machine. There's a van. Facsimile paper connection. Is that still a thing that's in business enough to have a van in 2025? More PT Cruiser. There was a green thing that disappeared. There's is that a Lancer, like non-Evo, next to a Impreza non-WRX? That is weird serendipity enough. That's perfect. That's just, I'm just amused by that. End video.